Happy rainy Thursday. I'm Robyn Cavallaro. I am a realtor here in Florida. I specialize in the villages. And today in this episode, two things. I'm going to give you an update. And I know I haven't done it in about a week and a half because things have been crazy busy here, which is always a good thing. But there's a specific home that I toured, and I'm looking at it right now. I don't know, about 2 weeks ago. And actually my client selected another home, but I just fell in love. This home is beautiful, beautifully decorated on the inside. The kitchen is to die for. I personally would have bought it, but it's too far north for me. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, if you watch my channel, you know I love south of 44. Because my daughter is about a half an hour from me and my son is an hour. And if I moved any further north, it would just take too long. And I'm Italian and we like to be, but I'm very much about my family. So I like to be close by, closer. But this home may fit for you. So we're going to start off. Check this out first. Before we start, make sure you go to my website, robyncavallaro.com, and here's the address here. You can search for any home that's available here, well, in Florida, but in the villages. And what I've done is I've broken it down by sections. So if you want to search the historic area, you want to search Marion County, you want to search south of 44, and on, you can just click on it and search it. You can save the searches. It'll send you emails with market updates. You get notes from me all of the time reminding you, hey, I'm here, do you need help? So don't forget, go and search my website and also get my book. It's available in Amazon in print on Amazon. Also, you can get it on Kindle or as a download on my website. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. Because you need to know how to search and find a home here in the villages. All right, so first we're going to go through this home, and this is not my listing, but I do have the permission of the listing agent to feature it. I'm going to show you here on my website as I scan through the photos. The home is 1410 Conscious Drive, and that is just north of the Polo Grounds. It's north of 466, but it's close to shopping, probably about 3.5 miles to Sumter Landing and just a little over 2 to Spanish Springs. It's built in 2000. I'm going to read here, so I'm not looking at the camera. It's built in 2000. It's been on the market for 33 days. It's listed for $359. 1,161 square feet, 2 bed, 2 bath, courtyard villa, and the courtyard is it is a vinyl sided home, but it's in really good shape. So we have here, I'm just gonna scroll through some of the photos here while you watch and tell you a little bit about the home. The roof is 2020. Hot water heater is 2021, and the HVAC is 2015. All brand new appliances. Now look at this kitchen, people. Look at it, because one day I'll make my kitchen look like that. But all brand new GE appliances. Double pane windows were installed in 2019, and if anyone's bought a home in the villages, the windows are crap. One has to get replaced here. This one back here, the seals break, and you'll see there's condensation and fog, and sometimes you'll see the actual seals seep in, the really older ones. So the windows are not the best window. So these windows have been replaced. When you start to go through, you see the flooring. There's no popcorn and no bond. This is a 1.5 car garage, and I'm sorry, some of what I'm saying might not be in sequence, but the quartz countertops, that kitchen is just fantastic. I love the colors. I love the tile. I like that range with the hood in place of the microwave. So then they put the microwave on the counter so they could put a hood above that range. Farmhouse sink. It's just so pretty. The bedrooms are done well. The vanities in the bathrooms have new sinks, which I like. And personally, I love the single knob, single handle for the bathroom. I dislike the two, drives me nuts. That's my pet peeve. But as we're just keep looking, they redid the shower, closet organizers. Now, they spent about $100,000 in the interior of this home. And it is a steal. I know it's only 2 bed, 2 bath, but still, it's, sorry, I'm getting a text message there. Take a look. Let's move out. So they have the enclosed lanai, but look at this outdoor kitchen. This outdoor space is so warm and inviting. And so, if you like to cook or if you like to grill, look at this space out here. It's just set up to entertain. And, you know, you might be able to put a really sweet looking hot tub in there. And you will have a great outdoor space. So take a look. If you would like to schedule a tour, of course, you can call me. If you're working with a realtor, you can call them to show this home. But I'd love to take you through it for $359, 2 bed, 2 bath. This home is just beautiful. All right, so let's get to the market. So I ran these numbers yesterday, and yesterday was the 15th of November. So currently active, we have 342 homes. So the number of homes on the market have gone up. I think the last time I did a video, it was like 317. 316, going through my old notes, 317, yeah, November 4th was the last time I did a video. So we have a lot of homes hitting the market. Don't forget, here, take a look. I do have several that you need to consider. This one on Alair Loop, which we're having an open house on Saturday from 11 to 1. 3 bed, 2 bath, 1,939 square feet, no bond. Then I have 2 courtyards on Leelanau, which is right outside of Brownwood Paddock Square. We had an open house the other day, but yeah, if you want to have a showing, just give me a call. All right, so back to the update. We have 16 homes took a price decrease last week, and that would be the week, whatever, the 7th through the 8th through the 15th. 5 came back on the market for whatever reason. So when you see that back on the market, what you need to know is sometimes if you can't show it for 3 days in a row, I think it is, you have to temporarily take it off the market. So it could be they were having some work done, or they weren't going to be around and didn't anyone in the home. So just, you know, think about when you see that. Don't be alarmed by it. We had a 4 take a price increase. Okay. Homes that went pending. Last week we had 29 homes that went pending. 3 were on the market, 0 to 1 day. 2 to 7 days we had 5, and 100 plus days on the market we had 4. Those homes that sold, we had 35. 1 was mine. We had cash. We had 0 to 1 day. 7, 2 to 7 days on the market. 200 days plus we had 1. Cash. People are still buying with cash. 24 homes cash. 6 conventional, 3 VA, and 2 were split, cash and finance. So the next thing you want to know, what am I seeing on the market? So it's just, you know, I talk with realtors, and some homes are sitting like they're not getting any showings, and some are not. It's just all over the place. It has nothing to do with the season. I sold a lot of homes over the summer. 3 times the amount that I sold the year before. So, you know, the market is hot. For certain price ranges, you know, the more expensive the home, the longer it's going to sit. Just like trying to find a job. You know, the more money you need, the longer it's going to take you to find a job. But the more expensive the home, the longer it's going to sit. Just remember when you're looking at a home, if it needs work, estimates and I have somebody that just bought a house and they're getting estimates to do a lot of work. To move a shower, move the water, redo a shower, it's going to be about $8,000 to $10,000, and that's just like a small shower. Flooring in a home that's maybe 1,200 square feet to 1,300 square feet is going to cost between $9,000 and $12,000. You can expect 2,000 square feet to spend at least $16,000 to $20,000. Kitchen, depends on what your appliance is. You can expect to spend, $20,000 to $80,000. Depends on what you want to do, how large a kitchen is. Do you need to replace the cabinets, countertops, new appliances, all of those things. You need to take those into consideration when you're looking to make a purchase. Here's an interesting thing about the roof. So we've had some quotes. I had a buyer get estimates for a 1,250 square foot home recently, and they were all in and around the $10,000 mark. One thing that I found was interesting, because we were having some problems trying to get the, we're having a lot of problems. I don't want to get into it because it's been a nightmare, and not a nightmare from the contractor's perspective. It's, anyhow. When you're going to replace the roof, I had called ARC and they said, oh, you need to submit it. They meet every Wednesday, and it takes about a week or two to get an approval and then to get the roof installed. Well, what my buyers found out was in District 1 through 5, you don't need ARC approval to get the roof. So that was going to expedite getting that roof put on. And I just spoke with ARC the day before, and they made no mention of that. So that's something that, was very interesting to me, that if you're going to call ARC for anything, maybe I was not specific enough with her, but just ask lots of questions. And in my experience in life, which I should have known, I should have just called back. Because sometimes, when you ask somebody a question and then you call back and you get somebody else, you get a different answer. So just familiarize yourself if you're going to have to replace that roof. The process, where we were running into an obstacle was my buyer was trying to put the roof on prior to closing, because the roof was 2004. So it was painful, not on their part. And I really don't want to get into too many details, but just always watch who you're dealing with when it comes to, all right, let's put it this way. Thoroughly investigate and ask questions of your listing agent, okay? Because you just don't know. Yeah. So just ask lots of questions, and even though they may come recommended from your friends, just really interview them, because if they're difficult to deal with, it could be a problem for you to get anything done. So yeah. So thankfully, we've pretty much rectified that situation. The roof is going to get put on before closing, and yeah, because insurance. So here's the thing about a roof, and I think I talked about this in another video. What you need to know about insurance is if you have to go to a carrier, and I can tell you this because I sold commercial insurance for a really long time, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. If you have to go to a carrier that is what they call substandard, not your typical carriers that most brokers will have, it's for lack of words, it's when the subject that the insurable item, home, car, whatever, not car, but home, is questionable. There's something questionable about it, something that normal carriers don't want to get. They'll have what they call earned premium. And what earned premium means is once you sign, that means you have to pay that entire premium no matter what. So if you have to put a roof on, let's say the insurance is $5,000, you sign on the dotted line, but you think you're going to cancel it when you get the roof put on, you might not be able to. So you have to ask those questions when you're getting insurance from a carrier that's not your typical, and I don't even want to get into the weeds with all of this, but just ask your insurance agent if you have an older roof and you're getting expensive insurance, if there's earned premium or a cancellation penalty. So you need to know that. And lastly, we're coming into the holiday season. I can tell you from the past couple of years, home sales do slow the last 3 weeks. I found that last year. I had gone to Las Vegas, and when I came back, it was just very slow between the second week of December and New Year's. So if you do have a home on the market, please understand that those 3 weeks may just be lost weeks for you. Don't be discouraged. Don't be afraid to take a price decrease to get your home sold. If you really need to get that home sold, then you may have to drop your price just so you can get to where you need to be, whether it's purchasing a new home or if you're moving out of the area. Just think about that. And buyers out there, don't be afraid to make an offer. But be cognizant of what you're offering, because sometimes if you offer too low, you really can insult a seller and they might not want to play ball with you anymore. So please take the advice of your realtor. They are the professional. That's what you pay them for, because we do, there are a lot of things that go in behind the scenes. And one last thing, if anybody's staying to the end, if you follow real estate, there are class action lawsuits that happened recently, and the way we operate in the real estate industry may change. There will be more details coming soon. Florida has not really been affected yet, but there may come a time where the seller, the commission won't compensate you to bring a buyer, that you as the buyer may have to compensate your agent. They basically will work for you, and you will have to pay them to help you find a home. More details are coming, but that's something you need to start to think about. Hopefully the listing price of homes will go down because they're not paying both sides, but everything is out there to be determined. Nothing is set in stone here in Florida or in the country yet. Some of the MLSs are changing the way a little bit that they operate, but don't be surprised if someday soon I or your agent come to you and say, hey, listen, I'm going to show you this home, but the seller is not compensating me to bring a buyer, so you'll have to compensate. You have to hire me, basically, pay me to do that job for you. It's not unlike purchasing a home for sale by owner. So for the most part, if you buy for sale by owner, you can bring an agent like me, a realtor, to write up the contract and handle, go through the comps or find the homes, take you to the homes, go through the comps, do the offer, go to the inspection, examine the inspection, a litany of items that we do to help you through a smooth process. Now, of course, sometimes things aren't smooth, but it's our job to try to make it as smooth as possible. But the seller of that property usually will pay you. They're going to list it and they only want to pay one side. This is kind of the same thing, but you as the buyer may have to compensate your agent, your realtor, to help you find that property. So you need to do your due diligence and hire somebody who you can trust and know is going to tell you, hey, I like that house, or that house is a dog. All right, everyone. Hope you stayed to the end to hear that. I'm Robyn Cavallaro. I'm a realtor here in Florida. I specialize in the villages. If you found this helpful and interesting, please stay tuned to the next video. I think you might like it. Until next time, stay warm and dry. I'll see you.